Hello, chat. Hello, hello, hello. Is this really loud? Hold on. Is this better? Is it does this sound better for you guys? Was it stupid loud? Okay. I don't know why. Normally my microphone is extremely quiet, but lately it's just been stupid loud and I don't know why. I even turned the gain all the way down. It's so weird. It's almost like I was sick, right? Here, like I was sick and now for some reason I just have like everything's just louder for me. I don't know. It was weird. Hello. How are we? Welcome back to Applebee's. It's fine now. It was loud as fuck when you first started. Yeah, I don't. It's so weird. It was definitely peaking when I first started. It's kind of strange. It's not someone yelling ooh woo, so anything is good. That's fair, Troy. It's fair. Um. 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 Let me see. It's not this screen. Hold on. I gotta find the screen. I'm also peeking. I love Applebee's. It's the good place to be. Oh, now also, if we walk inside Applebee's, you know, a little bit of that. Kind of cool, huh? Pretty sweet. The one thing I did want to check out, hold on. It's here somewhere. I've been working on this for when we play games and stuff too. So I have, this should work. This should work. Give me a second. All right. See, look. See how I'm talking? I have a little character now that can that he'll talk and like stand still and everything. Can you put a pic of me inside with one of those margaritas? I can. I will. It's a good idea. So yeah, I have this little character right here. Let me move him. Let me move him over. Here we go. So yeah, he's right there. And anytime I talk, he's talking. And I actually have one of these being made up for Crane. I have one of these being made up for somebody else, for my mod man of integrity as well. So that way when we play games, if we play games on stream, like Sea of Thieves or party games or anything like that, the people that join in and play, they'll have little character models like this too. So when they're talking and we're all in like a Discord voice chat, you'll be able to see their little characters animated like this as well. I thought it was pretty fun. Just something, something a little different, something that's kind of adds to the stream. So yeah, let's get into today's content. Welcome in everybody. I know it's been a week and a half probably since I streamed last. I was sick as fuck. I didn't have a voice. So I kind of stayed off stream and was more kind of like in Discords doing things, that type of stuff. Disconnect this because we don't need it right now. And let's get our cost total up. We can do our cost total of the stream. What's going on, Papa? Eating with all your friends at Applebee's, I see. Look at them all. Look at them all. I actually, I asked them to build this partition wall right here, so that way I could stream on this side of Applebee's, and everybody else could enjoy their food over there. So it's kind of nice, Kind of nice. It is weird though when I walk outside. Like let me walk outside real quick. Like you see how like there's this like weird lesbian in a cheerleader outfit or like schoolgirl outfit or something, and then there's this like Jewish man kind of just like by the dumpster. I don't know. It's weird. Very strange. It's almost it's very weird. They just kind of hang out here all the time. I don't know. I don't get it. But let's get into our Costco. Let's do this. We got Kinder's Organic Lemon Pepper. Seasoning is not cheap. So 11.8 ounces. The cheerleader also looks a little strange. There's something in the water. I think I know him. He gets around a lot, is what I hear. Gets around a lot. Also, Crane will be doing a voice chat in his Discord tonight. I think around like 8:30, 9 o'clock, something like that. So, just to let everybody know, just so they're aware. $7.99. That's a good starting point. Oh, a little lower than $7.99. Victor said $5.99. Let's do that, guess. Who is Crane? Okay. Okay. So it's a little bit above $5.99, a little lower than $7.99. It's gotta be $6.99, right? $4.20. That is a wild guess, Papa. It's a wild guess. $7 seems right for seasoning. Seasoning's always been so expensive. It's crazy. I guess this is a 11-ounce bottle though, so it is like a bigger bottle of seasoning. You guys did it. I'm proud. I'm very proud. I feel like I got like pegged in the throat after this sickness. I feel like one of my lungs exploded. So weird. Alright, let's look at some Pokemon news, because I haven't seen this stuff with chat yet. And I know there was a couple cards that were announced for the new set. Kind of a big W. This is the set that stopped talking to Crane. That was Crane. That's wild. So, like, this is one of the illustration rares that was introduced. I think this is adorable. Really cool. You got the little guy here scared out of his mind. They showed that there were going to be Moltres, Articuno, and Zapdos, which Moltres is the only EX. It's a little weird. Little strange, but I get it. Zapdos was in 151. So, I guess it makes sense. And then we have, of course, the full art, which means it's going to get an SIR. Moltres will it's like almost 90% guaranteed he'll get an SIR. I don't like that. It looks 3D rendered. The one thing I don't like is that this is the trainer, the rocket trainer that they chose for this full art. Nobody knows who this is. I think it's a little silly. I don't think it's going to go over that well. But again, we don't know until we see the SIR. Do you feel this set will flop? I don't think it'll flop. I think there was a lot of hype that won't necessarily be there. But that being said, it's still going to be one of the most sought after sets for Scarlet and Violet. Only because of there being a Team Rocket variety to it. Or variant to it. Random guys Moltres EX? Exactly. Exactly. It's silly. But now we're going to get into the big TCG news, which I talked about a little bit months ago. And I was talking to you guys about it. I was talking about how there's going to be a black and white set. Well, recently we found out Heatwave is the first half of the set. Yep. And then Glory of Team Rocket is going to be the second half. And then Destined Rivals obviously will be both combined. Be right back after restart. Sounds good. The set after this that we're going to be getting in June, July is English, which is going to be Black Bolt and White Flare. Is going to be a 151 style set, but for black and white. Which, if you don't know, Unova is one of the regions that is like the most popular in Pokemon. So this set right here, in my personal opinion, is going to probably be even more hype than the Team Rocket stuff. This is going to be absolutely floored for how much hype is going to be brought to it. I have no attachment to black and white. It's honestly not my favorite gen. I would have to say it's probably a top 5 gen only because of how unique the Pokemon are. These are racist Pokemon, basically. But it's going to be a special set, obviously. So the product is going to be stupid hard to get a hold of. But I thought it'd be fun today if we went through and we took the Pokemon from this set and we figured out which ones do we think, which ones does chat think there's going to be SIRs of, IRs, Hollows, Commons, Uncommons, and then Golds. Because we saw what they did with 151. I think the Pokemon are lame, but that's just me. I do like Reshiram, Zekrom, and Kyurem, though. Yeah, a lot of the Pokemon are kind of hit or miss. The one interesting part of this, to me, is if you look at the list for Black and White, if you look at the Pokemon, you'll notice that a lot of these Pokemon already got illustration rares. They already got SIRs. A lot of them. We see some of these Pokemon in Crown Zenith, all the way up to the sets that we have now, like Journey Together. So it's going to be very interesting to see which ones get SIRs and which ones get IRs. So I kind of want to go through and see what chat thinks. I don't know some of these Pokemon's names. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to keep it a buck. Like, I know their names, kind of. But I don't know them off the top of my head. Like, this is obviously Victini. I think Victini will get an SIR. It'd be really weird if it didn't. Actually, I think Victini might get a gold. I think that's better. I know them all because autism. That's fair. It's honestly fair. I think we're going to get, just like with 151, we're going to get IRs of all of these guys. And then SIRs, obviously. Yes, even Emboar, we're going to get an SIR of, unfortunately. I think these little monkey things, I think we'll get, it's hard to say, to be honest. We might get IRs of their evolution lines. We might just get one card of all of them, kind of. I hate those Do you hate the monkeys? I think these we're going to see like this. I think some of these Pokemon do deserve, like Zebstrika deserves to get an IR. I don't think we'll see it though. I need to push these guys up. I think we'll get a gold of maybe like Kira. Where'd he go? There he is. Here's where it gets hard, right? These ones I want to say have the potential. I'm gonna put these in here because I think they have the potential to get IRs for sure. I don't know what the fuck this thing is. This isn't a Pokemon. There's no way. It just ain't. These we'll see hollows of. This we already did we not just get an IR of this? So I don't think it'll get it'll get an IR in this set. Looks like a Digimon, it kinda does. He was in Crown, I think. This card? Was he? Or was it a recent set? I don't remember. I know this was a card we got as an IR. So I highly doubt it's gonna be anything in this set. This thing's ugly. What is this thing? Is this a rare? She has a mega too. Disgusting. What are you doing, Pokemon? These little guys, hate them to death, but you know one of them's gonna get an IR, and it's probably gonna be this guy. What is this? Sizzlipede or something? Or, yeah, right? That's that line. Ugly. Actually, you know what? Scoliopede. Sciaticopede, whatever his name is. Ugly fish. Sure. All right, here's my hopes. Here are my hopes. Our boy gets an IR, right? The middle evolution will just be like here. But my boy needs an SIR. Please. If there's anything to come out of this set, please give him an SIR. That fish is my brother. Dweeble SIR? You're a dweeb, Lauren. Fuck out of here with that shit. The cactus probably isn't gonna get shit. She said thank you. I could see this getting an IR. I could see the little crab boy getting an IR. What the fuck is this? Huh? What is this? Siglith? Syphilis? Whatever this is? Syphilis? I can see it getting an IR. That's Scraggy? That's not a real name. You just made that up. I would love for this coffin to get a holo or to get an IR, but unfortunately, I don't think it will. Syphilis is the crane Pokemon? Oh. You learn something new every day. What in the methed out Fruit Loop mascot is this Pokemon? I could see it getting an IR. What is this? This one's name is Trubbish, right? Trubbish and the garbage. I hope the garbage doesn't get an IR. We already got one. We don't need another. Same thing with this. I'm holding out hope that it doesn't. Because we've just gotten way too many of them. I'm good on it. He's always got enough love. It's insane. Also, hello, Jimmy. What's this thing's name? Mancino? Or it's something Italian, right? Cinnamon or something like that. Cappuccino, some shit. I don't know. But I hope it doesn't get one. The little goth thing. Little goth thing. Alright. Hear me out. Hear me out. This gets an IR. Yeah, Mincino. That's what it is. Little sperm booger. Literally just a fucking duck. I think the little ice cream cone will get nothing this time around. They're definitely not going to do this. Because they just did it. What the fuck is this squirrel? Pikachu with wings? Is this a rare? Would this be considered a rare? Yeah, they'd give it a holo. Actually, there we go. I don't know what the fuck this is. Only thing they could do with Deerling is something they would do with the seasons. Yeah, they just did that though, didn't they? Like a couple sets ago. This is a Kirby enemy. 100%. That is definitely a Kirby enemy. Among Us. Hollow. I can't see it really getting an well, that's a lie. I could see it getting an IR, but Litwick Evo line of IR SIR would be sick. I agree. That'd be super cool. But we always see normally they don't do like Evo lines unless they're starters, right? I'm trying to base it off of like 151. More or less. Another fish. This fish will be you know the little things with like the promo and the coin in them. This fish will be one of those promos. They literally done so many of these cards. They have, and that's why it's hard, right? Joltik, my beloved. I don't think they're gonna give him anything. He just got something recently. Crane's Plug. I can't really see that getting much of anything. I can definitely see this boy potentially getting something, but I'm not going to put it in the IRs because I don't want to. Joltik already has 2, exactly. Kling Kling SIR, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Tynamo. I fucking love Tynamo, and I could definitely see Tynamo getting an IR. And then this is what? Electrike and Electros. I agree, Electros would be a sick SIR. Electros would be a really cool SIR. I fuck with Electros. Alright. What the fuck are these? Are these legendaries? What are these? Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Litwick. Here's my hopes, okay? Here's my hopes. Litwick gets an IR. The middle one won't ever get one. Probably. We could only hope. Chandelure SIR. Chandelure SIR would go hard. Now, we all know we would love an SIR this line. We would. We all know we're not getting one. But we kind of hope that we get an IR at least. You know what? I think it's fair to put these both in IR as like prospective. Because I think that's the most we would see for it. Who's that hot girl streaming? What's going on, Disco? How we doing? Snotty Bear. I can't see it. The fuck is this thing? Stunfisk won't get anything. Where is Hitmonchan and Hitmonlee having a match in a ring SIR? That's true. That's true. You're asking the right you know, you're doing good. You're asking the right questions. I don't know where I just yeeted that thing. It looks like it'd be a hollow. Drudigan. We could only hope that Drudigan gets an IR. I think Drudigan's a cool Pokemon. He has potential. I pray to God. What is this? Is this Golurk? Is that what this is? Golurk would be amazing. If they did it right, it'd be sick. Alright. Here's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping this is Bisharp, right? I'm hoping for a Bisharp IR. Bisharp would be cool. This is just Tauros. You can't fool me. I thought it was 7:30 a.m. Oh my god, could you imagine if I streamed in the mornings? Start your day off right with a healthy dose of autism? That'd be crazy, bro. The ant won't be getting anything. I fucking hate this Pokemon. Can I tell you why I hate this Pokemon? I hate this Pokemon specifically because I see this card pulled more in Pokemon Pocket than anything. It should be a sin. What the fuck is this? Heatran? Is that what it's called? I joined and saw something disgusting in the chat. Be right back. Well, here's what you do, Jay. Alright? Here's what you do. You flap it back in your pants. You flap it back in your pants. Tie it around your leg a little bit. Alright? Maybe spray it with some disinfectant. Heat more. Whatever. Whatever. It's the same thing. It's ugly and I don't like it. You know? This might get an IR. I hope it doesn't though, so I'm not gonna put it in there. Because we've gotten cards about them already. Alright, these boys. These boys. Here's where it's gonna get crazy. Here's where my opinions are gonna get a little out of sync here. This IR. No, it would probably be an SIR. It'd probably be an SIR. These, I could see us getting another gold of, to be honest. Volcarona is a lock to get one. It most likely is. I hope it's not, though. This, I could see getting an IR. I forgot its name. The boys. I can see these cards. And I'm only putting all three of them up here because I think we could get... We're going to get, like, hollows of them. But one of them is going to have all three of them on the card. I'm hoping. I'm hoping. Are you specifically doing the new Rumor Black and White set? Yep. Yep. So, the set was rumored to be just like 151. It's basically all but confirmed now that it's going to be like 151. Through Poke Beach. So we'll see. The little unicorn, I think we might get an IR of. I'd be hopeful for that. I forgot what this thing's name was, but we might get an IR of that. And honestly, I could see us getting a Genesect SIR. 110%. I could definitely see, even because what, it was Fusion Strike is when we had an alt art of it. So I could see us getting an SIR of it. Jesus H, this guy fell off. Everybody, Crane's Collectibles is in the house. Big celebrity here. Big celebrity in the house. Crane's Collectibles, only one of the guys with the greatest mods of all time. Very big celebrity, Crane's Collectibles. If you ever want to get some pretty good deals on cards, and I'm serious when I say this. Listen, I'm really serious. If you ever want to get some really good deals on cards, or if you want to buy into a break, Crane's the greatest rip and shipper for it. Because not only will you not have to worry about getting any expensive cards, but you don't have to worry about them getting shipped out for 3 months either. It's hassle-free. It's awesome. So here's my list. Here is what I think we're kind of gonna get. This is what I can see as like the IRs and SIRs for the set. But if I'm being honest, we're probably just gonna get some stupid Pokemon that nobody wants. I thought he meant spit roast. It's kind of hot. It's kind of hot, not gonna lie. Yeah, we're gonna get obviously these special things. Pokebeach thinks that we're gonna get illustration rare boxes. I don't know if that's confirmed or not. If it is, that's kind of cool. But we didn't really get that from 151, did we? So I don't know if we get them. I get titty cards. That's awesome. That's sick, Ash. Actually, hold on. Let me show you guys something. I don't know if you'd be interested in these. I was looking at maybe getting some boxes of this the other day. Oh, what was the last word in this? There we go. I was thinking about getting some of these because I thought Stream would like them. So these are called Sailor Moon Cyber Cell cards. And what's cool about these is the cards like open up. So there's like commons, uncommons, there's like the super rare ones, the ultra rares. But the cards open up, so this whole background is transparent. So you can like stick a card inside of these cards. They're called like Cyber Cell cards. They're really cool. My LGS actually might have those. You should get a couple boxes, Crane. They're really cool. Like I was watching a review of them, and they're sick. They do like a bunch of different ones too. They have like Sonic and Dragon Ball and like all of these Hello Kitty, TMNT. So it's like Sailor Moon intro. They have a lot of Cyber Cell stuff. If I was you, I'd get some because these look really cool, and apparently they're kind of popular. Sailor Moon intro is goated. It is. Oh, One Piece. Was up here? Yeah, like see, like these are the One Piece ones. They're really unique. I don't know what challenges is. Oh, that's cool. So it looks like so there's a thing on their website. If you get all the cards, you get a special card. That's kind of sick. Driving to the store now to rob them. Well, hey, Crane. I mean, you do that to everybody else's stores. You already made one go out of business almost, so you might as well make another. Yeah, I didn't know this. This is really cool. Look at the Hello Kitty ones. Those are sick. Imagine if Pokemon did that. I mean, if Pokemon did it, we wouldn't see it anyways, right? We wouldn't be able to get our hands on them. So yeah, that's the black and white 151 thing that I'm thinking. I'm gonna save this list, and when they announce the cards in God knows how many months, 2 or 3 months or whatever, we're gonna bring this list back up, and we're gonna see how right we were. I almost bought a box of these in Toronto for cheap. You should have. They look really cool. Yeah. That's that. There was something I was gonna talk about on stream. So the one thing, let me go back to here real quick. Man, they did Johto dirty. I wanted a 251 set. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. I have been on my hands and knees praying to John Pokemon himself that we get a Gen 2 set. And yet, Pokemon will never do it. because for some reason they think that Gen 2 is just not it. They do not like Gen 2. I don't understand why. I think there's a little bias there because they're just a bunch of haters. But I don't know. So I was gonna talk about a little fun drama that's been going on in the Pokemon community. Let me see if I can bring it up. If I can bring it up quick, I'll talk about it for a second because it is kind of funny. It's also kind of sad. Opossum Bud had talked about this, and I believe, and Rattle just did a video about it. So it's been covered basically. But so there's this guy. There's this guy, Papa Joe. Apparently he's been around the hobby for a while. But Papa Joe decided that he was going to give this girl, Andy Poops, product for really cheap and singles for really cheap. Now, before we get into this, I want to state that I think it's absolutely disgusting that people are saying that this guy deserved to get robbed from this girl because he's a simp. I think that's dumb as fuck. I don't think anybody deserves to be robbed because they thought they were in a relationship with somebody when that person said they were in a relationship with them. I think that's insane. I think some men, yes, they do need to touch grass, and that there are options out there for them if they just go out into the world and talk to a real woman, you know. But I don't think it's fair to say he deserved to get robbed. I think that's kind of pathetic. I think a lot of these guys that say he deserved to be robbed because he was talking to an OnlyFans girl, I think they've never talked to a woman in their lives. I think they're just kind of pieces of shit that are gaslighting because their own self-reflection tells them that they'll never get laid. Which is sad. But anyways, she is a trash human. This guy gave her a case of Journey Together for $450 and a bunch of other product and a bunch of other singles and stuff for cheap. And she sent him over the course of months and months and months and months all these messages before even the product was on the table. She was saying how she was in a relationship with them. She was romantic with him. She said that they were boyfriend and girlfriend. And he said, yeah, sure. He's like, but I'm committed to this. And she said, oh, I am too. Whatever. And then when it came to paying him back for the product, she got all defensive and pissed and said she was getting lawyers involved and all this stuff. Kind of crazy. I'm not going to go into a lot of details about this because as much as I hate to admit it, Rattle's video on this situation kind of sums up my opinion on it for the most part. So you can watch Rattle's video on it. I do not recommend Opossum's video. Opossum kind of just made fun of the situation and didn't really expand on the actual situation itself. And that's not fair to either party involved, in my opinion. But the one thing I will say, and this is the one thing I will say that nobody's mentioned yet, is you have to be careful taking things like this seriously. Only because, one, we don't know all the evidence yet, right? We don't know all the information. So until we do know all the information from both sides, we can't really form that big of an opinion. But also, you'll notice time and time again, especially when it comes to OnlyFans girls, and especially when it comes to a lot of content creation, you'll notice this type of drama starts up specifically to be an ad for their OnlyFans, for their content, and for their pages. So I'm not saying this guy didn't get robbed. Again, I want to know all the information. But I'm saying more times than not, this comes out just to be an advertisement for her shit. So he's in the wrong for believing that somebody like this would go for somebody like him. I'm sorry, that's just how it is. 99% of the time. She's in the wrong for being a slimy piece of shit with her snail trail out, just trying to, swoon guys into giving her free product. Get a job, touch grass. You're stinky. You're maidenless. You know, that ain't it, girl. But at the same time, they both might just be pieces of shit. And this is just one big advertisement for her OnlyFans. And now you have people like Rattle and Opossum and me and all these other people who are just giving her free advertisement. That happens more times than not. It's sad. It's a shame. But like I said, until we get more information, that's just where I'm going to leave that. No offense, she's not even attractive. No, she looks like it's horrible. Absolutely terrible. She's mid. She's mid as hell. She's got fake glasses. She calls herself a gamer girl. This is what they do when they advertise these days. Is they reach into a market of people that are already desperate. The Pokemon community is already desperate. Look what they do for a single 3-pack blister of prismatic evolutions. You don't think that they would do more for a woman? It's crazy. Makes me sick. So yeah, that's all I wanted to touch on that. Possum just making daily slap videos now. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I know. Opossum has the ability to make good videos, but for some reason, lately it just feels like he's nitpicking. He's pulling a rattle. He's only taking pieces of information that he knows his community would like to hear, and that's stupid. That's stupid to me. It gets clicks though, so blame the community. 100% drought. 100%. The community itself loves feeding on that shit. They love nibbling on drama that they're impartial to. It's crazy. I hate all the drama crap. I don't even watch that shit. A lot of it now isn't even like drama. It's just boring stuff. It's like, you know, it's like a possum sees a video of somebody at Costco taking way too many, products and stuff, and all of a sudden it's a week worth of news for nothing. Or Rattle sees a girl, snorting a dust bunny off of her table, and all of a sudden she's on ketamine and meth and felonies, and it's, these people need to take a lap. They need to take a lap. They need to take a cold shower. They need to reevaluate some things. It's wild. Not the K. Not the K. Again, guys, Crane's Collectibles tonight in about 30 minutes to an hour. We'll be in his Discord in a VC. Big VC tonight. Big VC in Crane's channel. He said he had something to talk about. I don't know what. I'm excited. We'll be doing lines of ketamine. It'll be sick. What else was there to talk about? I don't remember. I know I wanted to do a tier list, but I can't remember which one. Oh, was it this one? It might have been this one. Yes, this was the one. I think. Let me see. Yes, we're gonna do some of these because I thought it would be funny. That'd be funny, like rap stream up with it, because not a long stream. I left. Why'd you leave the server, Disco? The fuck is Discord? Scariest place around. I'll be out of the loop. That's fair, Disco. Sometimes you need a break from places. Alright, this is who can you beat in a fight. And it's just random characters. I don't know some of these characters, but I thought this would be fun. Now that we got all the yapping out of the way, I want to do this. We were going to play Mario Man. Actually, you guys, let's do that first before anything. Let's do that first before anything. All right. Let us pick our Mariomon starter. So, what is Mariomon? If you don't know, I don't even know where I put the game. I'm gonna keep it a whole stack with you guys. I don't know where I put the game. Oh, here it is. If you don't know what Mariomon is, it is a Pokemon Emerald ROM hack. Ooh, fancy. And it has all Mario characters in it, which is really cool. Boom. So I figured it would be fun if I let chat play this basically for me. What we'll do today is we'll pick out our starter. We'll name our character. And then Thursday on stream we'll actually play. Had enough of the nonsense. I still watch Korean streams though. Well, that's good. That's good. So let me... There we go. Look at that. Pretty cool, huh? I've been following this for a little bit, and it's a really cool thing. Blah, 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 blah. I don't think there's anything I have to do with any of this. It is cool that there's an in-game Nuzlocke. That is really sweet. Finally a connection. Now then, young feller, let me tell you about the world of the Mushroom Kingdom. As a creature of the Mushroom Kingdom, you'll be seeing many of these throughout your adventure. While they're usually the hostile sort, you'll be getting very familiar with them. Why is that? You'll be finding out shortly. Now then, allow me to introduce you to some fine young lads. Sorry, sir. Not into them. These two are Mario and Luigi. Why Luigi looking kind of weird? Luigi looks like he's trying to sell me some Ozempic. Don't eat the mushrooms. You'll be experiencing this through the eyes of Mario, but what's your name? Yes, you the one reading this. What's our name, chat? I need some Ozempic? That's wild. What's our name, chat? I'll let you guys put a couple names in. And then I will put up a poll. So think of those names real quick. I'll give you like 3 or 4 minutes. Alright, let's see. Okay, I see a couple options in chat. Let me close this poll. Let's start a new poll. I like how Trouts is just butts. Gerald? With a J? That's fucking offensive. Alright, I have 4 options. I got 4 options, alright? I have 4 options that I like. I'm gonna start the poll now. You guys can pick a name. And you can go vote. I like that Chalupa is winning. Chalupa was my favorite too. Crane Loves Men won't fit the name limit. Ah, true. I would have made it fit. Alright, Chalupa is winning. Wait. Drop vowels and almost anything works? Exactly. Alright, Chalupa it is. So it's Chalupa. Yes. So you're Chalupa. Well met. Alright, are you ready? It's time to venture out to the Mushroom Kingdom. Make sure to come see me in Toad Town. Dang, look at us. Morning, Mario. Did you sleep well? Still a little groggy? An Italian plumber named after fast food Mexican. Why don't you grab a mushroom from the fridge to get the day started? Oh, you know me. I love taking my morning mushrooms. Why did it sound so threatening? This is like really well done. The music is kind of what like sells it for me. What do you want, Luigi? It's a letter from Princess Peach. How about I read it to you? Okay. Dear Mario and Luigi, I am hosting a worldwide party with help from Professor Egad and friends from other kingdoms. Should be a fun time with a prize in the end. He'll be over shortly to explain more. Have fun. Signed, the princess. What a whore. This sounds super exciting, bro. Let's meet the professor. Luigi's become my partner. Yay? Alright, bro, let's get going. Once we get through here, we'll be in Toad Town. It should take no time at all. But they are blood related. I thought they were a gay couple. I hope put the funny Mario and Luigi in gibberish in here. Wait. Professor Egad, we were just on our way to Toad Town to see you. What's up with the letter that the princess sent us? Patience, my friends. I'm a bit out of breath from running here. Okay. I was going to wait for you two to arrive in Toad Town before I explained. But then I remembered this path was here. I can't have you two stomping on Koopas and Goombas and the such who are participating in the game. Now then, today by request of the princess, I will be introducing you two to the Cap Challenge. I play the Cap Challenge every day, baby. Anytime Delta says that he's skinny, I play the Cap Challenge every day. It's a game that has you build a party of allies. True. Or captures. Okay, it's like baseball. It's literally like Pokemon. What do you mean it's like baseball? Yes, Luigi, just like baseball. Stick and cousin wink whoop. Let's go ahead and get you and your brother started. That's a wild line. Behind me is a piranha plant, bomb. Oh, it's a bomb. Oh, my bad. And a blooper. Species such as these are an integral part of the event the princess is putting on. I only give a brief rundown here, but the princess will be explaining more at her castle. Why should we play? It'll be lots of fun, but because the winner will be granted a wish. Wow, a wish? Dude, this is sick. What's going on? Yep, it's Mario Man. It's pretty cool. I saw some of the levels. I try not to spoil the whole game for myself, but it's kind of sick. Princess Peach is like Cynthia. I'm assuming that like Princess Peach is like part of the Elite Four type deal. What do the Piranha Plant and others have to do with this? I'm glad you asked, Luigi. Tests will be splitting themselves into two categories. You'll be competing in battles of strategy, utilizing your capture attacks. I don't think I've ever completed a Super Mario game. That's wild, Jay. That's wild. Super Mario World is so good. You would go ahead and choose first, bro. I don't mind. Alright. You guys ready to pick your starter? Here's number 1. So that's the grass type. That's the fire type. And that's the water type. So to make it easy. Oh, I almost started a Q&A. That would have been bad. That would have been bad. You guys would have been going crazy. Grass. Fire. And water. You can vote for which type that we are going to be playing. Again, your options are Piranha Plant, Bomb, and Blooper. And that is the order on the poll. People really going with the grass type, huh? Okay. Okay. Let it marinate for a little bit, you know. I love the grass babies. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna end the poll. And we will go with the Piranha Plant. Alright. What are we naming them? I'm not going to do a poll for this. What are we naming them? Crane's Ass is a wild name. Well, fits like a glove, huh? Alright, let's start. Jesus Christ, Mario is caked up. Holy shit. Relax. What the fuck? That's crazy. Alright. Crane's ass would know the ability pound. Oh, Jesus Christ. Crane's asking 63 experience points. Crane's ass grew to level 6. Crane's ass learned to withdraw? That's crazy. Wow, Mario, you're already so good at this. Mario got 100 ding-dongs for winning. What a wonderful battle. Now, in order for someone to be a part of your party, you need to wear a specially designed cap I've created. Oh, so caps must be Pokeballs. Okay. We get it. Inside the care package is a Tattledex. Okay. And Mario really didn't find it if it was just given to him. He didn't. Well, bro, I'm gonna head off to Toad Town. Maybe I'll see you along the way. Oh, I like the little running mechanic. That's nice. Alright, chat. Wait, how do I save? Hold on. I'm trying to ship stuff and I heard you were playing with my ass. That is true. Your ass is where's your hold on. Where's your ass is somewhere. Let's see. There it is. Crane's ass. That's you. You know, your ass knows Pound, Growl, Withdraw, and Vine Whip. I'm assuming the Withdraw is from all the hard cocks. So yeah. We'll save there. Like I said, we were only choosing starter. Thursday, we're going to play more of it. Of course it knows Pound. That's what I said. That's what I said. Thursday, we're going to play more of that because I think it'll be fun. The person that made it did a really, really good job. I'm kind of really impressed, like, by just the graphics of it and stuff. How else does it work at Applebee's? That's fair. That's fair. I was gonna do this tier list, but I might save it for next stream as well. Because again, today wasn't gonna be a very long stream anyways. So That works perfectly for me. Chat roasted him into doing his shipping. Well, he's got to do his shipping. He's got a voice chat to do tonight. So, I mean, you know. All right, guys, let me try to see if there's somebody for us to raid. That would be nice, right? If we had somebody fun to raid. And again, there is a voice chat tonight in Crane's stream in about, let's see, it's 8:18. In about like 20-ish minutes. Crane said he's going to be in there, so that'll be fun. I deleted Discord. Ash, I'd be very sad if you did. There's nobody live. Does anybody know anybody that's live that we could raid? I actually do not care. Never mind. I changed my mind. So have a good night. See you. I know same Jay. Enjoy your guys. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Love y'all. Remember, don't drink the Flint water, and say it back. Say I love you back. Can we make very edgy Delta memes? Of course. Say I love you back. Say it. I'm waiting in the chat. I see bye. I see love y'all. That doesn't count. You can only say love you to me and me only. Where the Space Daddy mystery pack drop? Oh.